Hey guys, Buck here with BTM Scale Modeling, and welcome back to another week on the bench. Yes guys, I didn't post a video last week with not doing a in-depth how-to build on the Y-Wing. I'm kind of going every other week, but now that the Y-Wing is finished, little sneak preview here guys, we will go into how I build dioramas and take it as it is. You can, I hope you use some things that I do. If you see some techniques that I'm using that I could do better, please let me know, or if you have tips or tricks. But the next video in this series is going to be starting building up the diorama. So guys, with that, I have some pros and cons with the Bandai kit, but I get into that in the main video, so I'm not going to take away from that. Winter is upon us here officially in North Dakota. It has been roughly negative degrees already in November. Had 2 snowstorms, one going on right now, so yes, it's a good time to be on the bench. Guys, as always, thank you for watching. It's very much appreciated, and if you have any questions, tips, comments, concerns, or something that I did that you would like to see me do more in depth, please just leave it in the comment section below and I will respond. I usually try to within 12 to 24 hours, but sometimes that doesn't happen. But I will respond to you guys. I'm very, very into making sure you guys know that I do read and enjoy all your comments. So, guys, what's up next is, like I said, we're going to start the diorama build, and the plans for that are also in the video. See what I'm doing? Making sure you watch the video. So I won't rehash it. As always, guys, go check out the other modeling communities out there. I talk about them extensively in these videos, so please go check out the other member builds. And it's a great group of people. You can find and learn new things. I do every time. So with that, I'm gonna quit rambling and let's get to the bench. Hey guys, it's Saturday, and got the Y-Wing done last week. I know I didn't post a video, so here is the reveal of the Y-Wing. It was a fun kit, really fun. And again, while Bandai does really great work with molding their kits, they need to get better with the decals. And what I mean by that, I'm going to use the terminology melt. Rebel, AMT, Hasegawa, all them, they do phenomenal work, and their decals really melt well into the kits after you solve a set. While Bandai, they're just too stiff. They're almost too thick, if I can use the right word for that. They just, once you apply the solve set, they really just still don't want to get into the kit and get into those fine details. But the Y-Wing is done, all weathered, final matte coat's done. So, yep, I'm really impressed with the kit. Again, I do stress that Bandai makes wonderful kits. They do wonderful molding work. Just need to take it up next on the decals. So, what's next? Well, guys, glad you asked. So, yes, my beautiful laptop. What's next is we're going to start work on doing the diorama. Now, what I'm going to show you guys is how I go about doing these. Again, there is no set way to build these dioramas. These are your ideas. These are your visions. So, the biggest thing I can tell you is, like with a model kit, you need to plan out. So, showed you the base already, and I don't know how well it's picking up on the camera, but as you can see, I've started already plotting what I'm going to do out. Now, I am going to add lighting and effects to the base itself, but like I said, I didn't want to do it on the kit. So basically what I started with is I wanted to lay out how the orientation of the ship's going to go. This is going to set the precedence for everything else on the diorama. What I'm doing here is you want to get your kit down, And then basically I started drawing in. Okay, so this is the pad. This is the resting the dock area for this bomber. It's got a ramp leading off. As we all know, these ships can vertically take off and move out. So that's still kind of, I don't know what I'm going to do there yet, but trying to keep with that World War II kind of hunker down thought process I'm doing. I'm still adding the ramp. But I got that initially drawn out. Like I said, I'm going to add lighting, so I'm marking out where I want to put the lights to shine onto the ship. Then I marked out, like I said, I'm going to do a tower over here, kind of a watchtower, and so I got that. And the part with this, I'm probably not going to show you much into scratch building on this part because I'm still kind of learning how to do it myself. The best thing I can tell you about scratch building and watching other fellow modelers is you're never gonna recreate the same thing twice. To a point. Sorry about that. When it comes to scratch building and making your own things, just go with it, guys. It's gonna change from what you initially started with. You can keep the basic concept, but just don't be afraid. It's gonna evolve. It is my word for that. It's gonna help take on a life of its own, which is what you want to do. But you still want to plot out certain points. So I'm gonna have the machine works with hoses running up to the ship, kind of a in-ground fuel dump bunker right here with hoses running up. I still will have some 50-gallon barrels sitting around the kit, also some jerry cans. One of the effects I'm going to do is right here is a fire pit, you know, as you see in the old 50-gallon drums with the fire pit. So I will be doing that. Kind of marking out what I want for paths, what's going to actually be ground cover is kind of how you want to plan that out. And then I got a machine gun nest, a fighting position just off of the pad and pass to that. Now as I start building this up, again, I'm going to tell you, you'll keep your main essential elements, you know, your big piece of the tower, you know, where you're going to place the ship, how that's not going to change much. What will change is how the ground cover and how the hoses are going to run, and that's going to change because, like I said, it will help take on a life of its own. But again, you really don't. Your diorama should enhance your build. It shouldn't take away from it. It shouldn't be so busy over here that you lose focus on, hey man, that's a cool looking Y-wing, because you're too busy, you're too focused over here. So you want your diorama to enhance the main element of it, which is going to be the Y-wing. Everything else supports the Y-wing. So with that, I want to tell you how I'm going to build a pad. I'm going to start showing you how I'm going to build a pad, and then we'll start working on the scratch and we'll lay this out. So the first time I built concrete was I took a tip off a video, and forgive me, I can't remember, it's been a few years ago. I was trying to find the most realistic way to create a concrete pad. You know, you can mold it, which is awesome, which is fine. You can buy pre-made sheets that stand out and make it look good. You can do, hold on, find it. You can go and buy styrene and, you know, cut them out, make stones, however you want. Whatever you want is great. So I'm going to give you another tip that I found that I like, and it's basically a sandpaper. And hold on, I'll show you the rationalization. and why I like this idea so much. Because with concrete, it's imperfect. It's never always spot on, and this is a used landing pad. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to take and I'm going to cut this out, and then I'm going to make squares, or however I'm going to lay the pad together, either this way or running this way. But what I like about the sandpaper is it's already got that texture of the sand grit, so you'll have those nice little imperfections, and it's easy to paint. It's easy to add in weathering detail to the sandpaper. Overall, it's just fun because it makes it thick enough that you can represent the concrete, but not so thick that it's going to take all your time trying to make it look good. That's why I like this idea. So that's how we're gonna, this is probably gonna be the first step, is I'm gonna make the pad and get the pad and the ramp done. Then I'm gonna work on doing the details to the tower and getting stuff run for the fire pit, and just start overall building. So it'll go pad, then I'll get my stuff and I'll make all the groundwork and show you how I do that. But I always got to start somewhere. So kit's done, guys. Short video this week, getting reset and getting my mind wrapped around this. Just a good FYI, videos might not be getting on every weekend. When I do these how to build videos, I try to post every weekend. I don't know here in a few weeks how that's going to happen. As you guys know, I work overnights, and I had a nice chat with my boss this week, and I'm coming back up 2 days. What does that mean? It means I will not have every weekend off. That means you guys in work in retail, you know that feeling. I will still post a video every week when I do a how-to build, but it might not be on Saturday nights or Sundays. But there will be a video during the week. So, guys, as always, thank you for watching. Sorry again, not posting, but it was a fun build with the Y-Wing, and I'm really getting excited to get started on doing the diorama base. So with that, guys, I will see you next week on the bench. Stay warm, stay safe, and take care of each other.